All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Let me turn off the chimes real quick. I know they sound amazing, but I'm going to turn them off real fast. All right. Perfect. So, welcome to Morning Mastery. How's everybody feeling today? Give me a thumbs up. Drop a one in the chat if you woke up grateful for your life. One more time. Let's go. All the ones, all the ones, all the ones. All right. Awesome, you guys. So, first off, just want to say thank you for being on. You know, it's great to start my morning off every single day with you guys. Whether this is a new part of your morning routine or if you've been on with us since the beginning, you know, this call started about 2 months ago just because for me, to be honest, I needed a lot more accountability with waking up earlier, with having morning routine, just having more routine in general, more structure, right? Who could relate through the pandemic and everything going on in the world? You had to adapt a little bit, right? You had to make some changes. You probably got a little bit uncomfortable because you didn't have the same schedule you've had for years, months, however long in your life. And you had to really take a look at things and say, okay, well, if I don't have to get up, do I still want to get up? Right? If you're not forced to do something, sometimes it's not easy to still do it, even if you don't have to, right? But it's on us to say, okay, what parts of my life do I want to keep? What parts of my life are working? And do I choose to still get up early because I know it's good for me, it's good for my soul, and I need that routine to really live my best life? So that's kind of how this whole thing started. Those are the questions that I was asking myself. And I was like, yeah, I need this. I need to get up. I need to see smiley, happy faces on the line. Thank you for everyone who has their videos on right now, right? And I need structure. I need routine. So this all started. We started a Facebook group. We had 400 people in there. We started posting motivational videos and workouts and stuff. And then we were like, you know what, let's do a live Zoom. So this is how the whole breathwork thing came up. This is how, you know, Morning Mastery all began. It actually started in a Telegram about 4 years ago with Mark and I, and Mark Addy, if you know who that is. And we were just doing, you know, little motivational videos and workouts in the morning because we know when you fill your cup up early on in the day and you win in your first hour, you're setting yourself up to say, you know what, today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be successful. I started out on the right foot. I'm winning, right? And I'm going to keep breeding wins all throughout the rest of the day. So that's kind of really the intention of Morning Mastery, is to start your day powerfully and start with yourself. So, because you got to fill your cup up first, right? You got to feed your soul so that you can pour onto other people and give to the rest of the world from that space of abundance, right? So we're going to start with some breath work. If this is your first day, you know, one thing I'll say about breath work is this is meant to be your practice. And what I mean by that is don't have any judgment on whether you think you can breathe well or not. All right. Because a lot of times you will go there. We do that all the time, all day long, where we compare ourselves to pretty much everything and everyone. So I encourage you guys to make this practice your own, make this breath work your own practice. Like literally you can practice this outside of Morning Mastery. I encourage you guys to take these different breaths and actually use them, right? It's not just meant to be done in 5 to 10 minutes during the day. So we'll start with breath work. We're going to move into some movements, and then we're going to end with a little mindset video, talk a little bit about mindset shift for the day, new topic, and then we'll just bring it back and we'll close it out, and we'll have an amazing rest of our Fridays and weekend. Y'all ready? All right, cool. So breath work. Number one, you want to remember, okay, for our first timers, nasal breathing. For the most part, we're always going to talk about nasal breathing, okay? Why nasal breathing? There's tons of benefits. I'm just going to name a few real fast here. Number one is it filters the air, serves as a natural filtration system, okay? So with all the pathogens and all the crap in our air today, it serves as a natural filter. So that's number one. Number two, helps produce nitric oxide through the body. Okay, so it's going to help you recover faster. It's going to help you get more blood flow and oxygen to your muscle tissues, right? Heal faster. There's also tons of benefits on getting your heart rate to come down faster, right? You can control things a little bit more consciously, right? There's so many benefits. Sleep better, deeper. So really focus on that. Even if it's not just on this line, outside of this, catch yourself. Sometimes when you mouth breathe or you yawn or you sigh or you use extra energy, Kim, I saw that. If you use extra energy when you don't need to, right? Think of it as you're expending energy, unnecessary energy out of your body and your heart and everything, right? Your breath. So, and also moisture. Talk about staying hydrated. If you breathe through your nose, you don't expend moisture. If you hold up a glass jar and you breathe on it with your mouth, it gets foggy, right? If you do it with your nose, nothing happens. So that's all moisture leaving your body if you breathe through your mouth. Okay, so nasal breathing, nose for breathing, mouth for eating. That's what one thing you can always tell yourself, right? So for the first breath, we're gonna practice that nasal breathing. It's called cadence breathing. It's gonna be a 4-second inhale through the nose and an 8-second count out through the nose. I'm gonna count you guys in for the first few, but again, if you cannot count perfect 4 and 8 count, it's okay. Just make the exhale double on average, all right, of the inhale. So before we get started in that, I'm gonna ask you guys to just sit up nice and tall. Make sure wherever you're sitting at, you're nice and comfy. All right, want that body nice and elongated, spine straight. We also wanna focus on that belly breathing, that belly expanding. So you can always put one hand on your belly if you need that reminder. All right, I invite you to close your eyes and just start normally breathing. Just become present to your breath. Let's set an intention for our day today. Maybe it's to be a little bit more conscious of things. Maybe the intention is to set more intentions throughout the day. All right, we're gonna get started with the cadence breathing. In about 5 seconds, we'll do our first inhale. In 3, 2, and 1, 4 seconds in. And 8 seconds out through the nose. Good, 4 in. 8 out. 4 in. 8 out. Good, keep going at your own pace. Good, let's do 2 more. All right, good job, you guys. Just come back to normal breath whenever you're finished with your last one. And just take note on how you feel. How does your heart feel? Is it a little slower? Maybe you feel more grounded and focused and present. All right, perfect. So that breath you can really use any given time when you feel a little under pressure or stressed out, right? Maybe before bed. I like to do that as a calming routine, as a wind down routine, as a part of what I do before I go to sleep. So literally laying down, I'll try to do at least like 10 of those breaths. So I encourage you guys to try that tonight if you haven't yet. All right. So the next one we're going to do is a superventilation breath, which is a little different purpose, different breath. And this one's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. They're going to be 20 quick breaths. So I'll demonstrate what that looks like here in a second. But these are really meant to oxygenate the body, awaken you, right? Make you feel really, really woke, feel excited, hyper, right? You should be feeling like ready to go. So that's the intention of this breath. And we're going to do our first holds of the day as well with this. So we're going to be doing 20 quick breaths. On the 20th exhale is when we're going to do our first hold. Okay. And then we're going to inhale, hold for another, and then we're going to come back to normal breathing. All right. So I'll count you guys in. Don't worry about the time. And let me demonstrate what this looks like real fast. Focus on belly breathing. Okay. Always want to remember this is where all the work is coming from. So, okay. So my mouth, inhale through the nose, inhale through the, or exhale through the mouth. That's what it looks like. All right. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We'll get started here in about 5 seconds. Maybe give a shoulder roll or two. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Halfway there. All right, we're going to inhale and hold. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And hold at the top. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, come back to normal breath. How was that for you guys? Drop a comment in there in the chat. Tell me how that felt. Easy. First timers would love to hear some feedback from you. If that's something newer for you, especially, just notice how that was. Where your mind went. Makes me want to go back to sleep. All right. Well, that should not be the case, Christina. So we're gonna have to get some deeper breaths and get super oxygenated on this next one. All right. Welcome, Matt. Okay, cool. It was great, easy, zero panicking. Nice. Hard today. So yeah, so maybe hard for you if you got either not good sleep, right? You had poor nutrition in the past day or two. There could be many factors that play a role in how you're breathing this morning. Okay, so again, no judgment. This is your practice, so we get to improve little by little. All right, we're gonna do this again, so you get another chance. Luke says, "Great for getting centered on the moment." I love it. Yes, that's what I really love breath holds because it helps you focus. Like the only thing you can think about is breathing, right? Really. So, welcome, Matt. Everyone's saying welcome to Matt. So we got to give him some love. All right, cool. So this next one, we're doing a 45 hold. Same exact thing, 20 quick breaths. Okay, so was it who was the one that said they wanted to go to sleep? Christina. Okay, so when you breathe, like really go for it. Okay, get after it. If you need to not look at the screen, don't even worry about anybody else on the screen. Pretend like you're by yourself and no one's judging you. Okay, no one cares. All right, you literally get to breathe and do it and like get after it for real. All right, so 20 quick breaths. On the exhale, the 20th one is when we're doing our first hold. 45 this time. Inhale, hold. 45 at the top. All right, y'all ready? All right, let's get it. Here we go. Timer on. 5 seconds. Nice and tall. All right, play full out here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. Hold. Good. Stay present. You're halfway there. You feel the urge to want to breathe, you can swallow. 10 seconds. All right, we're going to inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And hold at the top. Let's go halfway. Y'all got this. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Now I would love some more feedback. Christina, was that better? Hopefully no more napping today. We got big things happening today. We got to get after it. All right, 10 seconds short. Jamie, saw good, right? We're taking this day by day. Best hold I've ever had. Let's go. Fire me up, Michael. It's just so relaxing. All right, I feel you on that. It is really good. So I don't have to swallow or lick my lips as much. Good. That's good. Yeah, sometimes it's mental. So a lot of it is mental, right? A little more awake. Perfect. All right, you guys. So overall, some good feedback, right? If it wasn't so great for you and you felt like you didn't want to share because you felt like you weren't cool enough or something, who cares, right? Like I said, no one cares. You're in your own practice right now. This is your morning routine. Pretend like there's no one else on Zoom. I know I'm talking to you guys and there's other faces, but try your best to pretend. Pretend that all the time, actually. Like no one's watching. You're doing what you're doing because you want to improve yourself, right? Okay. Felt harder than the first one. Yeah, Sharon. Definitely was harder. I love pretending. Jamie, hey, that's the first step. You got to own that. You got to own that. Okay. I don't know if there's any kids on the line. I was going to say something not so good. Okay. Thank you for the welcome. The breathing is helping the anxiety. Awesome, Matt. That's so good to hear. Breath work is so freaking awesome. It can help with so many things, you guys. So just be more conscious of breathing. Okay. You can always come back to that breath no matter what's happening in the world, no matter what's happening in your day. Okay. Always come back to your breath. It's going to help you a lot. Be conscious. All right. So we're going to get into movement now. So use this nasal breathing practice right now. Okay. This is a great way to take action on it. I want to pass it over to Wade for the movement of the day.
Right. What is going on? Happy Friday. Friday means just mobility. We're going to relax in different positions using that breath work. Thank you. DNA damage sucks. Thanks, Jamie. Using that breath work to get us through that. So thinking about that nasal breathing the entire time that we're holding these positions, just kind of relaxing and just breathing. So feeling that expansion, that diaphragm, that relaxation, feeling the belly, feeling the ribs, feeling the chest. So we are going to start with a little bit of upper body mobility. So we're going to start, everybody can just do this with me. We're going to go about 10 each direction. So we're just going to have our wrists stacked underneath our shoulders, and we're just going to draw circles, really trying to keep those hands pressed into the ground. Just drawing circles. Going 10 each way, playing with different angles. Split. Whatever those 10, switch it one time. So now I'm going to take my right hand, going to go knuckles down. So my palm is facing up. My left hand just plants on top of my right. I just rotate that elbow pit forward. Okay, so you'll be feeling a stretch in those forearms. And you can play with different angles. See whatever speaks to you. Really rotating that elbow pit forward. Nice. All right. Shake those out. We'll switch to that other side. Palm up on my left hand. Plant my right. Rotate that elbow pit forward. Seeking different angles. Where y'all can readjust as you need. Keep that elbow pit forward, so we're adding some rotation in there. All right, we can shake that out. We're gonna hit a little bit of the shoulder joint right now. So, lying on our back, driving the hips into the air. Shoulders stay down and back. So trying to keep the shoulders tacked to the mat throughout this entire movement practice. So we're here, shoulders stay down and back. Hands come underneath. So the top of my knuckles are interlaced and touching my low back. My shoulders are down and back. And then I'll slightly lower my hips. So I'm feeling a pull in that shoulder joint. So just hanging out here for a little bit. Use that breath. Now I want you to take your knuckles, drive your knuckles into your low back. So you're going to push for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. If you can sink a little bit deeper, do so. You don't want to be rounded forward with your shoulders on this. So you want to keep those shoulders pulled back. All right. Another big push. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And sink a little bit deeper. All right. Come out of that. Shake those out a little bit. So we are going to go from up dog into down dog. You can walk your feet out, do whatever you feel, whatever speaks to you. We're going to be doing this for about 2 minutes. So we're going to be in this position. So toes pointed, so the top of my feet are on the mat. My shoulders stay back. My core stays nice and embraced. I'm still thinking about my core. I'm not just giving it up here. So I'm still thinking about my core. And then going into down dog. So I'm pushing my heels away from I'm pushing my hips away from my hands, creating some length, trying to end with my biceps in between my ears. You can walk out those feet, and we're just gonna be kind of flowing to whatever speaks to you. You can spend whatever time in whatever position that you want. We'll just go for this movement. Let's get started. Go. Using that breath, doing whatever speaks to you. Nice work. Keep those hips nice and high. Really pressing those hamstrings. Use that breath. Y'all are doing great. Mhm. 15 seconds left. All right, time. Nice work. Hope that y'all are feeling good after that. I love hitting that every single morning. Just like as I wake up, get out of bed, get a little bit of movement, creating that culture of movement or that mindset of just moving on a everyday basis. So now we're gonna hit some pigeon. For this, one foot comes across in front of you, so perpendicular to your body. You want to be mindful of your knee, so if it causes any sort of pain, you can bring that heel closer to your body. It doesn't have to be perfectly perpendicular. Do whatever speaks to you. So from here, I'm going to turn over, and I want to try to get my hips square if I can, and my forearms down on the mat. So you'll be feeling a big pull in that glute. Gonna hang out in this position for some time here. So another thing is you want to keep that long neutral spine. Think about a string pulling this nice and long, maintaining length. You'll feel that big stretch as you do this in that glute. So spend some time here. Now I want you to take that bottom leg, press that bottom leg into the ground as if you're trying to lift yourself up. Big push, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You can walk those forearms a little further away from you, sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Nice work. See another big push into that ground. Big push, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. If every one of these contract relaxes, if you can go a little bit deeper, do so. Breathe through this. Another big push. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice work. Last big push here. Big push, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Switch that other side. That foot across. Just relaxing in this position, maintaining that length. Y'all are doing great. Let's get a big push into the ground. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Walk those hands a little bit further away from your body, keeping those hips nice and square. Go another big push in the ground. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice work. Let's get another big push. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. To walk those hands a little bit further, we are almost there. All right, last big push. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Come out of that. You can shake those legs out a little bit. So we hit some of that posterior chain. Now we're gonna hit some of those hip flexors. So I recommend either a pillow, folding your mat up. You just want a little bit of a buffer here for that knee because we're gonna be putting a lot of weight in that kneecap. So right now my right knee is stacked underneath my body. Left leg is just kicked out like a kickstand. So my knee is under my hips, under my shoulder, so I'm fully stacked. Squeeze that glute, squeeze that core. Everything comes forward together only about an inch. This is not the stretch. It's here. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the core, come together. You'll feel a big pull right here. Gonna hang out here for a little bit. Let's go back, squeeze that butt, squeeze that core, come forward. We're gonna do these little pulses for about 20 reps. That's 2. So go at your own pace, squeeze, squeeze, come forward. Nice work. Keep those glutes squeezed, keep that core active with a big stretch. Work. Almost there. All right, before we switch to that other side, I just want you to walk around, even if it's just small circles, and hopefully you can feel a difference in that gait pattern. Feeling a freedom in that right hip versus that left hip. All right, and hit that other side. Squeeze, squeeze, everything forward together, going for 20. This is another great one that you can do in the middle of the day, especially if we are in this flex position where we're sitting a lot. All of this tightens up, these hip flexors tighten up. So this is just a great way to counteract that. So middle of the day, 12 o'clock, been sitting all day, on your lunch break, just do this in the middle of the day. It'll help significantly. Nice work, y'all. What's up? All right, we can come out of that, walk around again a little bit. Hopefully feel a little bit more freedom of movement. And then that is the movement patterns of the day. Getting into daily movement habits is definitely a key. Cannot recommend it enough. Also, good habit to try to pick up is just eating a little bit more slowly, a little bit more mindfully, savoring your food a little bit more. So chewing it, like I used to be that person where I would just shove food down my face and just like not even taste it and be done. And as of recently, I've been really like trying to eat slower and savor my food a little bit more, make it more of a mindful practice. So think about that, slowing down your eating. And so thank you for the opportunity to get to teach you guys some movement, and have an awesome Friday and weekend.
Let's go. All right. Yes, that felt amazing. Thank you so much. And mindfulness is definitely key, right? Being present to everything that we're doing, right? I know it's very hard because we have the phone and we want to pick it up and do multitasking all the time, which talking to myself, right? So we're going to get into this mindset piece. All right. If you guys, okay, there we go. Spotlight. Perfect. So if you guys have heard of this lady, her name is Lisa Nichols, and she's basically a self-made millionaire. She was a single mom, and she had public assistance, had a lot of things go wrong for her, and she just is probably one of the most like eloquent speakers I've ever heard. Very, very powerful motivational speaker. So I'm going to cue this video, and then we can chat a little bit more about her afterwards. All right.
To disrupt any form of what you know. Are you willing? Are you willing to reinvent yourself? Are you willing? Are you willing to become someone you've never seen before? Are you willing to run, leap, and soar, even at the possibility that you might fall? Are you willing? Are you willing to do something you've never done before, say something you never said before, do the things you don't want to do, say the things you don't want to say, so that you can be the man, the woman you've always known yourself to be? Are you willing? See, I didn't come here to give you a lot of answers. I came here to disrupt your soul with a lot of right questions. Because I wasn't supposed to be here. I was that kid that was always struggling with self-esteem. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? No one looks like me, makes it anywhere. I'm chocolate, mocha skin, full lips, round hips, and kinky hair. You just don't see me on TV. You don't see me glorified. You don't see me representing beauty. You don't see me. So the world didn't give me permission to be here, but I didn't ask for it either. So some of you are still asking for permission. And sometimes you have to stop asking for permission, and it's just time to give the world notice. So I just showed up to invite you to give the world notice that you're coming. Give the world notice that you've been here. Give the world notice that you've played polite long enough. Now it's time to play full out. Give the world notice that unapologetic just showed up. Give the world notice that non-negotiable just showed up. Give the world notice that if they can't handle your light, that you're tired, you're no longer going to dim your light. If they can't handle your light, put on some shades. Because when you become that bold, when you become that audacious, when you become that unapologetic, all of a sudden you become infectious. All of a sudden, just the mere glimmer of you, when I can catch a glimpse of you, when I can get in your hemisphere, in your atmosphere, in your zip code, something happens to me because I'm in proximity. And then you become absolutely aware of the true assignment on your life. That you were here to save us. You are here to inspire us by the way you walk with assistance, by the way you rise above your own uncertainty, by the way you push past your religious conversation, your cultural conversation, your economic conversation, your gender conversation, by the way you show up and say, how can I serve humanity? So what is your quest? It might just be to go home and be 1,000% present with your children. Your quest might be to love an unlovable sibling. It might be that. I'm a girl who, as a mom in 1995, I was broke and broken. And all I was committed to do was not spend the next 25 years in that brokenness. So I didn't decide my quest out of a pursuit of serving the world in a big way. I stepped into my quest becoming committed that I won't have it that way anymore. So however you step, just step. However you step, just step. Sometimes you gotta step out of something before you're stepping into something. Just step. Don't get paralysis of the analysis trying to make sure the step is right. I'd rather you take 10 steps wrong than analyze trying to make one step right one more day while someone's waiting to be inspired by you. I'm still figuring out how to get it right, but I've done some good work trying to figure out how to get it right. One day I'm gonna master this thing. One day. So I just stopped by to stir your soul. I stopped by to not let you off the hook of your brilliance, of your genius, of your humanity, of the willingness to live in a constant duality, allowing your brilliance and your confusion to coexist, and you embrace them both. Not waiting for another thing, not waiting for another person, not waiting for any permission, not waiting for someone to validate you, not waiting for your mother, your father to say you're okay, not waiting for the man, the woman in your life to say go, be free, not waiting. What are you waiting for?
Man, oh, fire me up. Drop a 1 in the chat if she just lit your butt on fire right now. Yeah, oh, damn is right, Jamie. So, it's just crazy to think about that, like everything she said about confusion and brilliance coexisting. I love that because all of us have something that we have to figure out in life. Pretty much every day, we have to figure out a new task or new something, right? We have to think about what we already have. We have to juggle what we currently have in our lives. And then we have to figure out new things that pop up, that are uncertain, that we can't see coming, right? But it's okay. You can still live gracefully. You can still get through it all. And it all can coexist with your brilliance while you still shine, right? Anytime you ever feel overwhelmed, what I always like to say is, the more overwhelm you have in your life, it just means the more abundant you are, right? If you have a lot going on, there's a reason for it, right? God, the universe, whatever you believe in, right? It's putting it in your lap. It's putting it in your life for a very specific reason because it's telling you that you can handle it, right? You're the one that's going to get through this test, right? It's your test to get through, and there's a reason why it's happening for you. So it's on us to really just take action, right? I love the saying, ready, fire, aim. Sometimes we want to have all our ducks in a row. Everything has to be perfect. I have to be this. I have to have that in order for me to take action. It doesn't get to be that way, right? It gets to be action, messy action, okay? It can be literally just taking a step forward to where you put it down on paper. You put it in your planner, right? You set an alarm today. It doesn't matter what that action looks like. It doesn't have to be and look perfect just because everyone tells you it has to look a certain way or has to sound a certain way, or you have to be this person, you have to have this many followers to have a voice. Literally just take action on whatever it is you want, even if you're the most confused. People are waiting for you to be inspired. So use your voice Right now is the time to speak up. I know we all have very, very passionate beliefs. We all have very, very passionate things that we're so good at. We have so many strengths, and we're afraid to shine, right? We're afraid that people are going to judge us or say something to us, right? We do it all the time. We get in our heads about it, but it's not what the world needs right now, right? The world needs lots of light, lots of bright lights, no more dimming your lights. Messy action. Type a 1 in the chat if you are down for messy action from now on. No matter how it looks or feels, you just act. Okay, ready, fire, aim. If you have to tell yourself that all day long, do it and inspire others to take action through it, right? When you give yourself permission to do this, you give everybody else that sees you, that feels you, to do the exact same thing with their lives. Okay, it's not just about us. This is a bigger picture conversation. This is for humanity to be better, and it starts with all of us on this line. So thank you guys so much. Have a powerful Friday. Have a powerful weekend. Let's live it up. Let's take messy action, and let's have fun doing it. Smile through it. Smile through the pain. I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. Unmute yourselves if you want to share anything.
Let's go. Fire me up.